It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. Oh, you're a moment early, Tinkerer's Workshop. How does Hawk get bigger in this deck? That's the neat part. It doesn't. Pretty sure you're just supposed to, Noise? Hubris, chat. Hubris! You know, honestly, having our hand filled with random shit so we can't draw a card that we want to Professor X ain't all bad. We take those. I guess it means I can't Jade Foster to draw our zeros next turn. Do I play this so I can draw another? I think so. Because I have Iron Man, Darkhawk, Sunspot as zeros in my deck. Can you explain why there's no Zabu? Yeah, because the deck list I just copied off the internet didn't have Zabu in it. Believe that, chat? Some people would just go on the internet and copy a deck. You wouldn't download a card, don't download a deck. Net decking is stealing. Please play responsibly. I think we're gonna win anyways, despite not having drawn.
Hey, Daddy.
Victory.
Thank you, my dude. Appreciate you. But you wouldn't screenshot an NFT, would you? Of course I fucking would.
Snap.
Man, Reality Stone is just like beating after beating today. I'm not salty, chat. You're fucking salty. Says 1428 over here.
Wakanda forever.
I am Iron Man.
My body was ready for Tarnax to give me HUD, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Victory.
Hey, Mecca, thank you for the half year, by the way. Almost missed that one. Apologies.
Oh, snap.
Oh, goody! Another new and exciting way to lose to Reality Stone, chat. Woohoo! Thank Christ.
Opponent snapped.
Are they gonna Professor X here? I need to be able to play Jane is the problem. Feel like we're about to get Professor X, but there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, what? Your thing, boss, as you will. Someone said, wave into Blob Taskmaster's Absurd. Yeah, you basically need to put Shang-Chi in every deck. Ooh, new arrow saved us. Okay. And then this gives me priority, so I can Cosmo on the right to make sure we really lock in our lead there.
I am Iron Man.
Victory.
This was the first Mr. Negative Professor X deck token that had good stats and a good sample. So I wanted to load it up and see if it could be true. So far, I'm not convinced that Professor X is doing anything here. We'll see if that changes. I think there's a chance just negative chain with Havoc is good. It's just another good 0.
Snap.
What would you use instead of X? Probably another 0 to draw. I don't know. Is there another good one? There might not be another good one. You also just play like a generically good card like Black Widow.
Opponent snapped.
Like Cosmo Monster Island. Because they're likely a Shang deck, because every deck's a Shang deck. What are the odds they just can't beat Havoc getting 12? What if I just do this and play no other cards for the rest of the game? Winner? Winner? I'll play Ironheart.
Victory. Oh, snap. Opponent snapped.
Perfect. Big Bow. I don't want to play Ironheart because if they don't have Sentry, I want these to blow up. I don't know that we can win another path. I see. Is it crazy to just pass here? Is that way we kind of just see what they do? And then next year we can just go like Hawk, Iron Man? Not commit to either side? Goliath. That's true. This beats Goliath. Good chat, bud. Good chat.
Victory. Snap.
This is actually a location that's good for Nebula. It's a place that encourages them to play to. They have to pick where they want to alleviate pressure. We have 4 zeros left in our deck here.
Opponent snapped.
And that's where they'll stay. Yep. Putting the Widow's Bite in the middle lets Jeff jump there too, right?
Escaped. Snap.
Gosh, this deck's embarrassing against Black Widow, huh? It's a 2-drop, probably, Jeff? I don't think I need more energy, right? Oh, I get it now. You're guaranteed to draw Professor X, right?
Opponent snapped.
We draw literally all zeros, and then we pull X the next turn. Says local man about to be Black Widowed. Okay. Good chat. Good chat. Cheerio, mate. Eep, cheerio. Away we go. See, chat, I titled our deck toxic, but really, we're just a byproduct of this environment, okay? It's not our fault. It's Marvel Snap's fault. X in the clutter deck. The highest average win and cube rate clutter decks are playing X and Goliath. Like many of the decks that are doing the most winning in the current format. I look forward to Professor X's inevitable rework in February. It's unfortunate that he won't be reworked until then, but
Oh, snap.
I'll take it. The January patch is long locked in. I assume come February 6th, we'll have a new text box. I don't know if my body is ready to get green goblins here.
I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man.
You don't think X was on their radar before they locked the January patch? I don't think X was on their radar to need a rework. No, I think they're like, oh, we're gonna OTA that. They literally said one of the dev comments after the OTA was that they put Professor X to a 5-1 instead of a 5-2 because they wanted to put him in a timeout. I think they thought this was going to be enough. That's true. They could technically rework him in an OTA. They have that capability now, technically. God damn it, Professor X or Iron Man. You had one job. It was win a coin flip. $13's probably not enough to win here, huh? Fuck it. Bet they win their coin flip every time. Every time. We could morph into a nihilist from them. Sure. Maybe we're supposed to gamble. That's true. I had forgotten that they could technically rework at OTAs now. Maybe they'll flex that muscle in January. But if they decide to flex that muscle in January, that would put us at a January 18th for the earliest this text box could change. We'll have a patch on the 9th. That'll have series drops in it. Ooh, piece of candy. Hey, it's Shang-Chi. They're all Shang-Chi decks, right? I just don't know if I can. I don't know that I can win the game. I don't know that I can win the game if I Professor X's turn. Oh, I guess I can do this. All right, do this. God, they're like paper, chat. Like fucking tissue paper. You just like peer right through them into their souls. Deep, deep within. I thought Cosmo was a little weird when I looked at this deck list when we imported it. After playing a handful of games, I fully understand why there's a Cosmo in it. Holy.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
A Hail Mary play if I ever saw one. Get out.
Victory.
Are there still people giving you Havoc? Even after Viper's up to 3 duck? I haven't run into anybody doing it since they moved it to 3. I'm gonna do this to play for priority. That's wild that it's still happening. I thought we figured out that that was bad before they nerfed it. Havoc is impressive. I agree. I enjoy Havoc a lot. We have priority here, so we can Cosmo a Viper over here. Oh, milady. Milady! She's kind of hideous when she's negative, chat. That's probably a reason for that.
Escaped.
All right, final game. toXic v toXic. Put the poison dukes up, opponent. Let's go. Let's go. Hook. I'm playing Hala because a lot of their stuff is negative. So that way if they want to play into here. And if they play into here, I just get it back in the valley anyways. Okay, and then I have priority here, so we just do this, right? So they can't get rid of this. Are we dead, gamers? Oh, if I let them kill that, it would have respawned left. You're right, I threw. I forgot about Valley of the Hand. That's great, Scumlord. And I think we're dead because of my mistake. I guess the play to win line is it this or is Jane better? I assume we just get Goliath to die. Hey, Token! Thank you for the gift sub. I appreciate that. Alright, gamers. Much like my cards under that Goliath, your Marvel Snap is gone for 2 minutes behind these adverts. We'll see you in just a minute. Thanks for hanging out. If you have Darkhawk, Beansy, I really like the list up on the Jeff Hoagland YouTube channel from today. Or from yesterday. Technically yesterday. Last night I posted it. It's like the Darkhawk Bass deck. The variants are like aggressively mid. Aggressively mid. Reject the current deck. There you go, look at that. Thanks for helping each other out in chat. Catch you later, Sweemek. Thanks for hanging out today. I think we'll do one more set with this. I'm gonna try. So far, I'm leaning towards I like this deck, but Professor X doesn't seem like it belongs. The Cosmo's been good just because everybody's on infinite tech cards. So that's an inclusion that's clicked after playing with it. So far, it feels like I'm playing X just for the sake of the meme of it. We've cheesed like one win off of Project Pegasus, but other than that, it's just been kind of whatever. Some Jubilee for Professor. I'd pay that for $1. This might honestly be a slide Havoc in to finish the left angle. What do we think, gamers? Let's get him up to 12. Rip. Rip! Playing for Nidavellir or Crimson Cosmos? Probably Nidavellir. So if they Annihilus here, they go to 45. This is only 11 and 5. It's only 15.
Victory.
I'm very confused if they're playing another game. I was like, okay, I understand if it's just like, okay, this is the proving grounds where we're playing at best of one, we'll like lose and go next, but like they're not leaving. They stayed I guess they thought they could Iron Lad the Annihilus? But even if you're out as Iron Lad the Annihilus, why wouldn't you just play? I guess maybe they thought they needed more than 10 on the right? At the very least, they should put the Zabu in the center, huh? Negative was technically more power than null if the Annihilus with the hood getting destroyed. Yeah, I don't think it mattered either way. We were short in the middle no matter how we sliced it. I want to play the rock out of my hand, if only so the Jane draws everything, right? Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros left in my deck. We don't get Widow's Bitten next turn, so I'm good to go. That's a stellar Jade Foster, yeah. Das the ultimate one, yeah. I'm gonna ship these bad Bama Jammas across, so we leave space open middle. Oh, we could draw rocks. That's a good point. Alright, we hit the important ones. We hit all the important ones. We left a rock in a sunspot. Sometimes lucky rubber ducky. This is 6, 11, 14, 28. And this is also 6. And then this is... I'm gonna Ironheart and then Havoc because I want more points in the center, I think, so I'm further behind there. Alright, we We dodged an Annihilus, we can dodge a ball.
I am Iron Man.
Or we dodged an Alliath, we can dodge a ball. 2 meta-defining cards with A in their name coming in back-to-backs.
Iron Man.
Not great for my mouth noises.
Victory.
Havoc, really wonderful addition to negative. Cosmo in this particular deck list, slick innovation for the current metagame.
Snap.
The Professor X, still kind of up in the air. So, the Nebula is just a generically good, low-cost card to draw to. In this deck, I would assume. I think the point of the Sunspot is, one, you can play it early to smooth your curve if you draw it. But I think the other side of the Sunspot is that this deck is just trying to maximize the number of zeros in it, so that way it can draw Professor X. And I don't think trying to necessarily draw Professor X is a reasonable good goal, but I do think having like a singular card that you push towards with what's it called is like a neat idea. So I don't know that I like X being the one card we force ourselves to. Like maybe there's a different non-zero X card that we or negative card that we try to push to draw to. Do I want to Havoc this turn? I probably don't need to Havoc quite yet. I'm gonna Darkhawk, and that next turn we'll go like Havoc here, Ironheart here, I think. I mean, random 5-drop sounds good. This would have been significantly better as White Tiger here. Just as a point of reference. I don't know if that's the right one. It's just like another one that Ravona cost reduces is my immediate thinking. Yeah, there's a few locations that are super solid with the BZ. Hey, Grayscale, thanks for hooking up that Prime. Appreciate it. Good evening. Rude. I was just about to say, hopefully this isn't a location that fills our hand, and then they play Master Mold.
Is always changing.
Wind, aid my hand.
Well... My hand is so cluttered that I really can't do a whole lot here. Problem here is, I think we just eat shit to Goliath, even if we draw two good zeros. Like Iron Man Hawk. I still just hit us with the old purple fart cloud. Those were like actual factual best possible, but matter, unfortunately. Do we get there anyways? I only gotta win the tiebreaker by a little bit, right? Oh, thank God. Whew.
Victory.
I think the only thing more tilting than getting Goliath is like when they RNG into it off of it. I hate Goliath more than X, so I do and I don't. Like, a lot of Elias' power level is based around being able to be restricted on the board, and basically every deck that aims to restrict you on the board is just so much weaker without Professor X. Like, without X, I'd certainly still sigh at Eliath, and especially Lad Eliath happening to me periodically, but it's just not, they're not remotely... I feel like Professor X sculpts the format more than Eliath sculpts the format, even if they're both groan-inducing cards, would be my succinct way to sum it up. I don't care for the play patterns of either, but Eliath, negative, or whatever these cards are called, Professor X is more responsible for the state of it all. Gestures broadly at everything. The Vibranium mines are potentially very good for us in theory. Here's a thought. Do I just like put her here so we like win this trivially? And then we Havoc, and we start just jamming the Hawks. I think I like that. Well, that's actually kind of unfortunate, because it means I can't... I mean, I guess I Hawk center, but... Hey, Mossberg! Thank you for the 3/4 of a year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, like, all of these... I feel like I want this Professor X card to be another card that's like a real Marvel Snap card with negative, but also in the games where I don't have negative. Like in these games where like negative's not going on, he's just like doesn't have text really because we just don't put enough on the board early. Hey, thanks for the 3/4 of a year, Mossberg. Glad you're having a good time. Yeah, Bishop or Rogue could both be good calls. I kind of like the idea of Bishop. Because, like, you could follow up Ravona with, like, Bishop. And others. Blue Marvel could be okay. He's a little on the expensive side. I kind of like the idea of Bishop just because it plays with Havoc on the lower on the curve. Like think of a game like this, for example, where you like Ravona on 2, you Bishop on 3, and then you get Havoc going on 4. Yeah, there's some decks where playing him on 4 off Ravona is maybe fine. I think I'm gonna let this deck play out the gold ticket it just got to try and get a little bit better feel. But so far I'm leaning towards no X, but I kind of like the rest of what this is doing. It could also be like a non-Ravona card in that slot too. Like again, going back to talking about making your non-negative draws better. Like I could even just see that card being like a Black Widow. Just so like your Darkhawk's not as limp, and you have like a Scotia Disruption. Or it can even be like a Korg. Play something lower on the curve. Yeah, I'm not sure we fill locations enough for Wolfsbane, and we're trying to leverage, we're leveraging Cosmo, which makes the on reveals a scotch awkward. How many seasons do you think it takes to make sorta meta decks? It depends on what you mean by sorta meta decks.
Oh, snap.
So, for example, Rats, right? It's a turn 3 negative and then turn 4 G. It really depends on which decks you want to build and how many series 3 cards that they have. Because an interesting kind of weird pressure slash flux at the start of your collection is that decks that have more series 3 cards can be a little bit more constricting than a few series 4 or 5 once you pick those up with tokens. Or what comes up when you have your spotlight caches, like using your spotlight caches efficiently to get the most series 4 and 5 cards on key weeks accelerates your collection a lot. For example, there is the Spotlight Cache the first week of January, on January 2nd, has High Evolutionary, Kyeria, and Nebula in it. And like those 3 cards alone will like kind of give you a meta deck. You like need those 3 plus like a She-Hulk and you have a meta deck. I think X should be Psylocke. I don't know that Psylocke ramps us into anything useful other than negative. So if there was gonna be another accelerant, it's probably Zabu.
Snap.
Alright, they're just leaving constantly. My hand's okay, so I'm gonna snap them again as a bully. This might be a game where we go like Sunspot into Ravona Index somewhere. I think it's worth it to spend tokens on Series 4 cards or 3X Series 3 cards. I think it depends on what you think will spark joy for you personally. How many key Series 3 cards are you missing? And you think you would have more fun with those or one Series 4 card? A lot of the put this here just in case Professor X comes down. A lot of the Marvel Snap Economies like things aren't like strictly better, strictly worse calculations. They're like, what is your goal? What does your collection look like? How does your collection play into upcoming spotlights? Stuff like that. All right, played around it.
I am.
Played around it, gamers.
Wakanda forever!
Zola build. I think I would rather play a 5/8 than play another one of these, because if they play their own Jane Foster, my Darkhawks are going to get real small. Ideally, we draw Iron Man next turn. We get to plunk him down here. I am just gonna soak 6. They lost to me passing even with the singular energy?
Victory!
I guess they expected me to play for here? At a minimum, they should have flipped the White Tiger, I think. But they needed to win both. None of these cards did not let them win both. Alright, I mean, Professor X won that game on the Cigar 50-50. Very, very skillfully. We played to that being an out that could happen, but ultimately only had it on the table because of variance. Have I mentioned that the Cosmo's been great recently? I feel like it's been a minute since I mentioned the Cosmo's been great.
I am Iron Man.
I can fill the white hot room here, right? We could go 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 4, 5 and fill this. This deck list seemed reasonable. Cosmo is a really phenomenal innovation in the archetype that I've not seen before and has been superb in a number of games, both for countering tech cards and disrupting the destroy deck. It's the most efficient way of spending gold, so there isn't really a clean cut on that, Beansy. Generally speaking, the bigger bundles are the best way to spend it. But which bundles are ideal kind of varies depending on what your goals are. Which cards you're looking for. longer? Nope, not yet.
I am Iron Man.
I think I'm just punting more egg.
Victory.
Opponent said enough. All right. Great. Onward, upwards, backwards, forwards. Can we convert an infinite ticket with this pile of cards? Tis the question. I'm throwing this one into the breach. Wow, no Thanos at all in this run. People are asking about the Sunspot. So, Mr. Negative just frequently has draws like this where your opener just doesn't do a whole lot. Well, that's a nice combo here for us. Step them on this slow start from them. We actually haven't played against any opposing Magic decks so far today, which I think on average should be good for us. Like, I think this type of matchup should be strong on our end. I think I'm just full soaking here. How do you feel about more cards adding particular locations like Magic? I think it's fine. I think they have to be a little bit careful with those type of effects in general because too many location changing cards reduces variance in the game. You seem to be a Sarah Tech Pro. I think they're actually a Living Tribunal deck. If I had to venture a guess. Double Cosmo. Maybe I'm supposed to double Cosmo? I don't know. I'm not expecting a tech card out of them, which might be wrong. The blue, this copied Blue Marvel, and this was Magic. There's been a non-tech Sarah deck going around.
Such
Yeah, they're Living Tribunal deck. Cool. Very straight. I don't think there's any interaction out of them. I think I just pass and go to 48 and 34. Oh, I guess Jane is more efficient than full passing because she's a 5/8. It's late math and stuff.
I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man.
Okay, cool. We didn't lose because of my mistake. I would have gained 3 more. I would have gained 6 more points over here. I would have been 48 and 40 if I would have played Jade. Weird game where we didn't have negative. Both decks just like kind of doing a limp noodle thing. Honestly, not terrible for us.
Oh, snap.
I'm gonna snap. If we peel a Darkhawk, it's like kind of actively good. Their deck is +2 cards now, and I get to Colleen Wing, clear the collector. Yeah, and they're missing another draw here. There's a good chance when this happens on one that they don't get a 1-drop to play. Wow, they stayed with no 2-drop either. I think they're supposed to bail there. I'm gonna flip a coin on Colleen Wing. No. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no.
Wind, aid my hand.
I wasn't counting on Storm happening. That's a sad downside to Mahawk here. Bold strategy, Cotton. Did they stay because they got Legion Brain off the Triskelion? I think that's 100% what happened. I think they stayed because they had Triskelion Legion Brain.
Victory.
It's so hard to resist, chat. It's in your mind, man. You can't. Ah! So I got a Sunspot in play, and it happened. RNG, RNG, RNG.
Snap.
Neither of us are gonna actually play our decks during this match. It's fine. It's fine, chat. It's like a version of Marvel Snap Limited. A couple of people have been asking about the Nebula and Sunspot in this deck, and honestly, it really feels like the Nebula and Sunspot in this deck are just like a version of, hey, you'll win more games in your card game if you just put more good cards in your deck, gamers. Just really, really big. This archetype is better when you just put a bunch of good cards in it. Well, that's incredible for our Nick Fury things. Play good cards, Jeff. Yeah, I think you missed the part where we were playing Mr. Negative. Would you like to offer a different take? Getting flashbacks to Magic and having to explain that good cards are good. Yeah. Shuri into a 6-drop from Fury. Yeah, maybe.
I still believe in heroes.
Mother of God. I mean, we are a Mr. Negative deck, right? Well, I mean, I know what we're playing next turn. Maybe I'm supposed to, like, Jane here, Giganto here, Blob here on the last turn. Fury, Giganto, Blob. No, I think I want to spread Eagle and play for all of them. This is not the largest blob of all time. I mean, it's gonna be a 4-card blob. Osper Yellow Jacket in my deck. Watch him absorb, like, Hobgoblin and Green Goblin. So, like, Hobgoblin, Green Goblin Hood, -2 power. It's a 4-card blob, chat. Even if we only average 3 power per card in our deck, it's still freaking huge. Card is just, it's not remotely okay. Like, not even a little bit. Was it an Infinite? No, it was another Giganto? Oh, because this is a Nick Fury Giganto. This is a Nick Fury Giganto.
Victory.
There weren't 2 District X Gigantos. There was a District X Nick Fury who gave me Giganto, and then also a Giganto in the deck. Alright, 10-2. High stakes round start now.
Opponent snapped.
Giganto. Beep 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 doo doo. Do 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 do. If we draw Nebula or Sunspot next turn, we can fill the whiteout room. Bam. A Giganto in hand is worth 2 in the deck or something like that. Yeah, exactly. Wow, they're not killing the kiln. That's interesting. Do I... Is it Havoc time? They're gonna draw 3 more cards out of their deck. So this Hawk's only a 2. This is gonna gain 4, 5, 6, 7 though. It's gonna be 16, 19 in the middle. And this is only gonna be, I guess it's gonna be 4. How do I Cosmo first? For Cosmoing first. Mystique, Nebula, Sunspot, Jane. Is it worth playing Mr. Negative? Or do I just, like, build up the right? It's probably worth playing Mr. Negative still. If I hit Mystique, it's fine. Do we think I need this to win, or do I just like try and lock them out over here to like cut them off of power so that way Living Tribunal can't get less into here? And then on the last turn we go like Iron Man Sunspot over here. That only gets me to 16. I think I'm just gonna count on 19 being enough here. It's close though. If they onslaught here, it's pretty scary. You want to Professor X, we want to do it last turn. Yeah, maybe. I'd buy that for $1.
I am Iron Man.
Behold my mighty hand. Behold my mighty hand.
Might be about to get effed up, gamers. They're all in, so they get to do their thing. Go for it, bud. There's going to be a mighty hand. All of their cards cost 2 less, with these costing a lot less than that.
The mystery intrigues me.
Yeah, I saw some people talking about this build. It's just like all in full linear tribunal stuff. It just like never beats the card Echo and rarely beats the card Enchantress. If you're not playing those cards, it's hard to race. But our good negative hands can probably keep up with it. I would wager. More shots to take him down here and snag our infinite ticket. Still vulnerable to interaction on Limbo. Yes, that as well. Accurate. Depending on how this Great Web goes, this Professor X might scam for us. Get kinda scammy, gamers. He just ain't right, chat. It just ain't right, okay? They chose not to get rid of the Great Web. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it pays off for him here. We could get got by an Iron Lad on the left. Or a Jubilee into a big thing. I guess if they tribunal us, they could get us. But I think at this point, we just like kind of lock them out on space, right? make it so they can't put numbers into play to split a tribunal across. We Mystique the Professor X on the right, then we Cosmo in the middle, and then we have Iron Man into Jane in the center. We have priority here, so a Jubilee doesn't even happen this turn. It's me. I'm the problem, it's me. At tea time, only dickheads disagree. Do 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 do. All right, I'm convinced Professor X stays. Fuck this card, but he stays. He's supposed to be in here, chat. I hate to say it. Listen, I wanted really badly for the answer to be play something else. Nobody wanted the answer to be play a different card more than yours truly. But the answer, undoubtedly, is play this Marvel Snap card. In a game that is designed at a fundamental level to be played to 3 locations, a card that essentially shift deletes one of those locations is just truly absurd.
Behold my mighty hand. Victory.
That's an infinite ticket winner, gamers. Infinite ticket winner. This was the only negative deck we've been looking today that had good stats and over 200 game sample size. That was a proving grounds all the way through. All the way through here. Havoc is such a solid upgrade for this archetype. Like it is the realest of deals.